My channel Cell Talk. So today our topic is sexual reproduction life cycle in flowering plant. Flowers are the reproductive organs of angiosperms. Flowers are the reproductive organs of angiosperms and contain male and female gamete structure and contain male and female structure. The flower is the center of productive activities in flowering plants. वो क्या है सेंटर है रिप्रोडक्टिव एक्टिविटीज का जो फ्लावर प्लांट्स में है. द फ्लावर कंसिस्ट ऑफ फॉलोइंग पार्ट्स. ईच फ्लावर कंसिस्ट ऑफ पेडिकल, थैलेमस, सेपल, पेटल, स्टेमन एंड कार्पल. पेडिकल, पेडिसेल, thalamus, sepal, petals, stamen, and carpel. The thalamus is a modified stem. The sepal and petals are not essential for reproduction. However, sepal and petals are reproductive part of flowers and also attract insects. For pollination stamen is the main reproductive part. Stamen is the main reproductive part of flower and consisting of long filament having bilobed anther at its tip. In anther, haploid microspores are produced by meiosis inside the pollen sacs. Carpel is a female reproductive part of flower. The basal border or part of the carpel is ovary. Part of the ovary. Elongate parts is style and terminal board part of carpel is stigma. Single ovary contains one or more ovules. The embryo sac is surrounded by a tissue called nucleus. This is the structure of flower. This is called pollen tube. This is stigma. स्टिग्मा में क्या क्या आता है? स्टाइल और ओवरी, जिसे हम कहते हैं स्टिग्मा स्टाइल ओवरी को हम कहते हैं पिस्टिल. और पोलन ट्यूब है ये. एंथर और फिलामेंट को हम कहते हैं स्टेमन. ये पेटल्स हैं. ओव्यूल है. रिसेप्टिकल है. ये सेपल है. पेडिकल है. ये pollination. The transfers of pollen from anther or of stamen to stigma or carpel is called pollination. The pollination may be occurs or may be cross or self. In cross pollination, pollens of one plant are transferred to the stigma of other plant. It increases genetic variation. Self-pollination is the transfer of pollens to the stigma of same flower or flower of same plant. This type of pollination increases the chance of fertilization. Fertilization is the fusion of male female gametes to form a zygote. Since the male and female gametes are haploid, and when the two gametes fuse, they form diploid to an zygote. Fertilization starts when a pollen grain germinates to form pollen tube. The pollen grain contains two nuclei. One is called tube nucleus, while other nucleus is called generative nucleus. The tube nucleus makes the pollen tube. The pollen tube grows towards ovule due to the chemicals secreted by ovule. The generative nucleus of pollen travels down in pollen tube and divides to form To form two sperms, the pollen tube enters the ovule by way of micropyle. The two sperm are released into the ovule, and tube's nucleus disintegrates in ovary. Ovules are present. The nucleus of each ovule divides into Ovules are present. The nucleus of each ovule divides into eight nuclei. Four of them migrate to one pole of ovule, while four other pole, one nucleus from each side, come in center and fuse to make dipole egg, while one of the nuclei at micropyle and enlarged makes nucleus, while remaining two are called synergid cells.